I believe in dragons, and my name is Tim Heijen. And I believe in much more than only dragons. I believe in their spirits, and I believe in dragon gods even. Dragon gods, dragon guardians, I believe in all of them, because when I was 18 years old, I discovered and felt the dragon by my side, very close to me, that even said a lot of things inside of my head, and everything about my life changed at that moment. I became a dragon witch who wanted to follow the dragon with any means necessary, with magic, especially with magic, and so everything that I could use to follow the dragon inside of the dragon's gate. A dragon's gate is some kind of a dimension where the dragons still are, and still leave their strays here behind, so that you will know wherever they are. The dragons are still here somewhere, and the dragons can still be traced. That is what my dragon has also teach me the ways of feeling myself into a more draconic state. Also very important that you, whenever you are awakened, it's going to be your first awakening. There are going to be several of them inside of your dragon's path. That is also the reason why it's being called the dragon's path, why I call it the dragon's path. It's going to be a journey, and inside of this journey, you are going to take steps forward into searching and to find the dragon themselves, the dragons that are by your side. But it always starts off with one dragon that is by your side. And this one dragon might be your most important one, because this dragon has moved heaven and earth to be with you and to be by your side. Very important dragon. That is actually the beginning of all of them. Without this first dragon, your awakener, then there was no dragon's path to begin with. And everything was stuck. Then you are still asleep. And your spirit is still asleep. So you won't continue on your dragon's path. But this dragon has managed to awaken you. And most of the time, this is being caused by a trigger that you are that you had, so that you awakened your dragon energy yourself alongside with your dragon. So yeah, with this being said, I thought there was just only one dragon, only one by my side at that moment. Only one dragon was by my side, and I didn't immediately accept this, of course, because I thought that the dragon was much more than me as a human. But the dragon showed me the dragon energy within me, and this was the light that the dragon was seeking, was going for. So I accepted the dragon and the dragon's path, but I didn't expect what was about to come. That later on I discovered that there are more dragons, but not immediately, of course. That this was years later that I discovered that there are more dragons by your side, and not because they want to be there, they are curious, but because they are also connected to you in a way, and all of them are connected to your dragon's eye, your circle that connects you with your dragons. And not only spirits, but also gods, that I call gods, that are creators of the earth and one with the elements, earth, air, fire, and water. All of these gods, all of the creators, actually, I can say, all of them can have a connection with you. And not only one god, but even several gods that can have a connection with you. For example, I have Tiamat and Leviathan by my side, both male, female energies, and the earth and water themselves, blood and the body of the dragon. Blood and the body of the earth, of nature in itself, that is by your side, can be by your side, simply because you are a child of them. So every one of them can have different purposes. Every dragon has a different meaning. Every dragon is a different teacher. A teacher of life, a teacher of life in itself, but also a teacher how everything works, and a teacher of your own draconic ability, a teacher of your dragon self. And that is also very important, of course. Your first dragon by your side will teach you how to be much more draconic, but as well as your other dragons. Your other dragons will show you how it is that you are different from any kind of human, where you actually belong as well, where you focus yourself on. It's actually development of your dragon eye in itself, that you can see and much more feel draconic abilities and dragons by your side, feeling them much more because they are awakening it. And every single dragon that is by your side is not only awakening you, but as well is going inside of you, not to possess you. Of course, you have total control, but going inside of you to awaken your dragon spirit. Every single one of them. And every time when they are doing this, you will become much more awakened. So it doesn't stop with one awakening, it has more awakenings. And that is also why it's being called the Dragon's Path. It's a journey, and it's always going to be an awakening. Your first one will be the most powerful one, of course. No doubt that this is going to be the most powerful of them all. Because out of nowhere, you suddenly believe in dragons, but you can feel them as well. Your trigger, for example, you heard the word dragon, or you've seen a dragon image, and now you know that they are real. And now you unleash actually your own instincts, your draconic instincts, and now you are opening the gates alongside with your dragons. And your dragon, the first thing that your dragon will do, your awakener will do, is to awaken you, is to go inside of you and touch you, where you are very much draconic within your spirit. So yeah, this was not something that I expected, because I really thought that there was just only one dragon. But the dragon gods, most of the time, they could already go whenever you are awakened. But Tiamat, for example, decided to wait a bit more, because in the beginning you don't know anything. Everything is confusing. Everything can be very much confusing. It's a difficult path. Like I said, it's a journey. Well, in the beginning, it might not be the right time for your dragon gods to let themselves be noticed. So Tiamat, my dragon goddess, the one that I really worship, my mom, my mother, the instincts of my dragon instincts. I mean, even my name is actually the meaning of son of Tiamat. But Tiamat waited a bit more until I had more knowledge, until I had more dragons by my side that awakened a bit more, so that when I came to notice Tiamat, I recognize her, because with one awakening I would not have recognized Tiamat, the ancient god of Babylonia. Ancient goddess that everyone feared, but why? Why? She's such a kind soul. She's the reason why life exists. I don't understand why people fear the earth and water. I mean, why have humans always seen nature and animals as something like some kind of an enemy that they always need to conquer it? Humans! I don't have much kind of words for humans, of course, even though I'm one myself. But yeah, I'm just so different. We are different than them. And that is why the dragons can come to us. That is why they can awaken us. It is asleep once your dragon comes to you, the first dragon. But it gets more and more awakened until it's going to be awakened fully. And when it does, you will know everything about your path. You will know and be a fully grown dragon witch. But in the beginning, and especially the first years, I've been on the dragon's path for 17 years. For 17 years that I've met my first dragon that awakened me. And now even last month, another dragon emerged. A dragon that I always has felt, and yet for the first time could really experience. This was my teacher of sex magic. And really not funny. But there are several teachers. Every single one of them is going to be your teacher. They will awaken you and be your teacher how to continue your awakened energy, your awakened soul, your awakened spirit. All of them will be a new teacher, as well as the dragon gods will also be your teacher with your awakened energy. Because it's not like the dragon is awakening something and then they leave. No, they are going to be there and see how you deal with it, and maybe they can help you with a lot of things. If you are just awakened, this energy that is connected with your dragon is going to stay. Of course, it's going to stay with you, so that so for a while that your dragon can be there and assure you how to use your new draconic ability, or your draconic feelings that is now awakened, that is new. In the beginning, of course, the first your awakening dragon, the first one that awakened you, is the one that stayed with you for the longest time. So this is the dragon that you know the most. This can as well be a dragon god, but most of the time it's going to be just another spirit that is very much connected to you. I'm saying just a spirit, but they are actually very powerful. The dragon is actually one with nature, so don't underestimate their power, and don't underestimate what can be awakened within you. You cannot be prepared for what is going to be awakened within you. And you need a teacher like this. So don't, and that is my recommendation for you. So don't say, I need help. No, you don't. You just need help from your dragon by your side. Don't be so unsure. Don't be so unsure. Just trust yourself and trust your dragons. Trust your instincts. Trust your dragon, especially trust your dragons, and trust yourself. With every new revelation, with every new awakening, the dragon is going to be there and guide you and to teach you how to use your new feelings, your new abilities. Just trust yourself. Oh my goodness, just trust yourself. Of course, I had the same thing. I didn't know what was going on. So I said, help, help, but no one was hearing me. No one said anything. So with this, and that was actually a blessing that no one interfered within my path, because with no one interfering, I could very much understand the dragons by my side. Of course, I wanted to hear them in my ear. I wanted to hear information and read information, but I didn't. And that is why I wasn't distracted. I was silent then after a while. I was silent and listening to the dragons, listening to all of them, listening to my instincts, and I had no choice then to trust myself. And because of this, my path has grown immensely, and my energy, that my feelings, I learned from this so much more, that I could say to everyone, just don't let anyone interfere inside of your path. And listen to your dragons. Those are your teachers. Those are the ones that connect with you and know you very much and know how you should use your new feelings and energy. The dragon is your priest. The dragon is your guide. The dragon is everything. There are no humans. There are only brothers and sisters that are just as well finding out how their path is going, finding out who their dragons are. This is always a story of finding out and finding new answers yourself. That is the entire point of it. Finding the answers yourself, not someone else that is going to interfere and give you the wrong information. That is something that it even adds to the confusion, and there is always much confusion with every awakening. That is why the dragon remains for quite a while to be your teacher. And every time when this happens, it is going to unleash a lot of power, a lot of energy, and it's always going to be draconic. It's going to be a journey, and you're going to meet a lot of dragons, but you just have to remain silent so that you can hear what you need to do.